Hey everyone, Lensman Oz and Chilled here in ModColonies. Say good day.
Howdy, everybody.
Right, Chilled has been busy as always. I think that's my standard line. He's now gone around and placed all the buildings that will be required for the entirety of the Ultimate Understanding research. So each of the researchers in the university requires certain levels of buildings and certain amounts of buildings, which some of them are pretty full on. What did you say? We needed 8 mystical sites.
Yes, 8 mystical sites.
8 full level, top tier mystical sites. So like if I hover over some of these, this one needs 20 levels of mystical site. This one, so that's 4 full ones, and then we're going all the way up to, I guess, 10 levels of Enchanter Tower, and here's the 40 mystical sites, so creative vending upgrade. I don't know. And then a whole bunch of materials as well. So firstly we need to get the buildings, and then we're able to unlock the other pieces. We can probably actually... What is Queen's Slime? I've never heard of it. Oh gosh.
I haven't heard of that one myself.
Well, that's the Tinker's Creative Upgrade. We need 64 blocks of Queen's Slime and 64 blocks of Manamana, or whatever you want to call it. Which is different in this pack. What is Queen Slime? That is made from molten Queen Slime or Queen Slime's ingot? I have no idea. I'm not sure what it's from. Queen Slime nuggets. I don't know how to make this stuff. I'll have to look it up in a book, I assume. But apparently we need a whole bunch of that.
It's magma cream, it's molten gold, and cobalt.
Where'd you get that recipe?
I looked at the molten queen slime in the alloying.
Alloying. Okay. Oh, yep. So cobalt, gold, magma cream. Okay, so where do we get cobalt from in this pack, honestly?
Sifter.
Okay. Nice. So we got a whole bunch of materials we're going to need to process. Fun stuff. Right, what was I working on last time? I was working on New Manacraft. Also, just one more shout out to Chilled over the actual base itself. The base is quite impressive on the map here. I'm standing near all the iron farms, but I think you've all but finished the fencing, the walls around. Is everything's finished now?
Walls are finished. I still have a few towers to dot around the place.
But I haven't really done a full fly around, so like the place is massive. I don't believe I've ever played MineColonies to this level. Ever. I've played a bit, but never something like this. So full props to you, sir.
Thank you very much.
This is a quite an impressive build. And we've the fact that we've got enough space to fit all these buildings in is impressive in its own right.
Yeah, because I did kind of map it all out a little bit beforehand, didn't I?
Yeah, we it's sort of grown organically, but then yeah, you definitely trained things the way it needed to be. All right, over here on our gasoline tank, I placed the ender tank that we requested the other episode. So it's now pulling gasoline from the tank, and I guess it's we needed to use it. I have to make plastic, so pulling it over towards our pneumatic setup over here. So I've hooked up the ender tank onto some pipes, and I'm using... It's a little noisy over here, and it's a little laggy over here. Using 3 of the liquid compressors to use some of the gasoline, and then I've got a couple of the regular coal-powered ones over here. But this setup, I ended up putting a generator per device and then putting safety upgrades or security upgrades, I think they're called, in them. So the security upgrade here is some lapis, some obsidian, and a safety tube module, which is just, you know, fairly cheap. Some levers, tube, and a pressure gauge, which is just some gold and a compressed iron. So that's generating all the pressure we should need. This has got 5 bar. I don't know if I need to put a security upgrade on this, but I've got it on the compressor out here, so it shouldn't explode. Fingers crossed. We are converting gasoline to LPG here, and then LPG to molten plastic here, and I've already got an ultimate tank, I think, which is what, 112 buckets worth, 112,000 millibuckets, so something like that. Yeah, so we've got quite a bit of molten plastic. I've got some of the ingredients in my inventory here to make the, I think it was 4 buckets of etching acid we require. So let me grab some plastic. There's 4 buckets of plastic. And I think I'm actually, I can actually do it here. So I'm going to put, I don't know, can I actually click into here? Or I probably need a, I'm going to need a hopper. Let me get a hopper. Okay. Pretty sure this side's the input and the other side's the output. Let me just double check that. Yep. There we go. We'll put that on there. Hello. No, that's not going to work. Why are you doing this to me? There we go. And I'm probably going to need a chest on the other side, or at least something to export it to. I don't know why I typed it on that side. I want to type it on this side. Don't know whether to put it straight in an ender chest. Probably doesn't hurt, but for now, let's put that there. Okay, so I should be able to. It's a bucket of molten plastic, 2 spider eyes, 2 rotten flesh, and 2 gunpowder. And that should give us a bucket of etching acid. It's obviously, I need to do some upgrades to these input things for speed, I think it is. So let's have a quick look. New Manacraft.
Be careful with your upgrades, they will suck a lot of pressure out.
Yeah, I just want to do the... Isn't there one that allows it to put multiple things in at once?
Yes, for the doors.
Yeah.
Yes, that would be a speed, I believe.
Yeah, I mean it's working. It's not terrible. But that's our etching acid bucket. So let's put 1, 2, 3, 6 of them. 6 of them. Them. It'll take a moment, but we've got 1 bucket of etching acid. Don't spill it on your shirt. Yep, that's an advancement. But I need 4 of these in order to do the research, pretty much. We also have the Arcane Ash. Now, even though we got this villager in here, he's terrible. His trades are terrible. Literally, every time you upgrade him, you'll get Vintium dust as an output, and then terrible. So I made another one of those blocks that he's got there, which is the one here. And to get the Arcane Ash that I was complaining about over a couple of episodes there, requires the Arcane Compound, which requires Bone Ash. Now all you got to do is get some bones and actually right-click on this. So you can put up to 16 at a time in here, and it will give an output of 64. So I think it's 4 times, or whatever it is. Bone Ash, where are you? Bone Ash. So for every bone, you'll get 4 bone ash. And yeah, it just takes a little while. So you right-click it in, you right-click it out. I'm sure we could probably put the hopper under it. And then I made the Arcane Compound and placed that in there, and that gave us the Arcane Ash. So that was, I think I need 48 of them. I know that's for the purified Vintium. So the purified Vintium dust, I need Vintium, the Arcane Ash, and then the flowers. So we should, and that gives us 3. So let's make purified. Put this in here. Pretty sure it says I need 48. Hopefully I've got what I need. Nope, we're out of those flowers. Maybe we've got some of the other ones. Probably not. Oh no, we do. We've got some desert novas. Do these work in a hopper pot? We may need to add these to it. To our little wall over there.
There is space.
Okay, so we'll actually, let me do ant mana and artifacts. Yeah, we're going to have to go find some of the flowers and get them going. So you've already got some hoppers up there, don't you?
Yep.
All right, I'm going to put, I don't know, this one might go in there. We'll see what happens. Yep, that goes in. I think we have, I know this is a mystical forest area, but I don't think it's got those particular flowers. Oh, there's one. Here's a couple. So I'll grab a couple of these. What else is from that mod? The Tama root and the Wake Bloom. And the Orm, if that's how it's pronounced. Real quick look around in this foresty area. Pretty sure we've got Tama root back there. A whole bunch of these flowers. You may have noticed the little sparkling particle effects there when I broke things. Shield went and got super excited and made a full mecha suit for both of us. And it's a sort of weird arrangement. It does not play well with the fire arrows from the raiders at all. It doesn't really protect you against that one bit, which was a bit of a shock. Sort of, first raid happened. I think we had 4 lots, and we had 4 lots of raiders in one hit. And I think I got owned pretty quick, but then realised I just needed to get in close. And they stop using the fire arrows, and then normal arrows actually don't make too much of a dent in the armor. Right, so this should be, apart from the Tama root, should have the flowers I require. We'll get them into this little system, and then they'll be available. Right.
Hey, plop it in the drawer first.
Oh, sorry. My bad.
Well, no, that way you don't have to try and fight with key.
Okay. Oh, is it meant to be in both sections of the drawer, or it's just whatever the outputs were?
It's just that's just how I did that one, because of, so that way you got a full drawer full.
Okay. Don't know if the Wake Bloom one will work in here. No. What do you need? You might need water. It needs a bucket of water instead of a piece of dirt. I'll have to pick up these etching acid and get that underway. Come here. Partway through doing something, I'm going to run off and do something else. That's standard for me.
That's all right, I got you.
I'm just going to request the charging station, and I need to keep going on the other thing. Right, and then Tamaroot was the last one. We have some of that. No, of course not. But once we get some, it's definitely growable. Maybe they have some in the warehouse. Go down and check. They have one. It's mine now. Nice. So that'll keep them going. That will give us access to Flowers himself. What do I need? I've got 27. I know this is all in the system, but I'll take a couple of these. Easy enough. I'll make the last couple of this recipe. And there's 48. Pretty sure 48 was the number I required. We'll go and start this research off. Okay. Remember where it was. The mana weaving altar research. There we go. 5 researches in progress now. Charging station has an hour. The Beehive Harvester is going to be a bit of a nightmare to make. That, yeah. I don't know if I'm looking forward to that one. But we're getting pretty.
The create one?
Yeah, where we have to make the full auto crafting thing.
Ah, yes.
So then the Beehive Harvester, now that we've got at least the level 5 apiary, that should be able to be unlocked next time we have a spot available. And then we've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that one's 6. We've got 6 more researchers for mods in the university. So a few still in the civilian tab. So a few in the combat tab. And then you've got a couple going in the technology one.
Trying to knock them out.
Oh yeah, I can see we've got the full stock one here, which will help us with the warehouse. Or is it buildings? No, it's just buildings can stock more.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's terrible.
I wish you could just add more and more and more blocks of, emerald or more racks or something to it, but you can't.
And we can only have the one, can't we?
And we can only have the one.
Just what we need. So
I have been clear. I did turn the I think it's the blacksmith.
You did what, sorry?
I turned the smelter back on so that he's smelting iron and copper and such again. So it should stop filling up with chunks.
I mean, we don't really need to worry about. He will duplicate though, won't he?
I don't know, but it's
level
not like
5.
he don't have enough.
Yeah, I think someone, one of the comments was that at the highest level, the smeltery actually does duplicate.
Okay.
Not 100% sure, but that's, I don't know, got to go on what people tell me. Hopefully it's correct.
Better than having a slap full warehouse.
Yes, very much so. So that, and he may as well do something, right? Otherwise, he was just standing there with his thumb in his backside doing nothing, getting paid to do nothing.
Got to pull your weight.
So, may as well. Looking at the book, oh, that was the other thing I needed to do, wasn't it? I needed to take a range upgrade out of one of these guys so I can claim the quest. And then let's look in the quest book. So under modology, I've got the range upgrade, which will give me some sort of terrible reward. Some plastic roads, and then the elite and ultimate control circuits, which I got a mega torch, which we already had crafted, or Chilled had already set up for crafting. In the chest down here, there is a charged porter. Do you have your own, or?
No, I just made the one.
It's definitely a handy little gadget. I don't know if we need it at this point, but it's a handy gadget to have. But that's another quest. That's that whole quest line is now done. The Mob Masher one, we need Turtle, which I'm not sure that's one of the researches we need to unlock, but we're still waiting on the research that I just put in there to get down the new Matacraft line here. And then again, the create one's going to be a bit of fun. So I guess this is where we start. Need to make copper casings. He has, yeah. So we need to get the research for this, which in itself is going to be fun. So mana weaving is underway. Good. We're almost there. Very slowly, but we're almost there. All right. Let me jump over here. Trying to think what else is next. As if we're kind of just aiming towards these quests, right? So anything we make kind of needs to go towards this. So I think it might be time to work on the create ones. Actually, can we make the cloche?
Yeah, should be able to.
Recipe, yeah. I might request.
Should be vacuum tubes in the system.
I'm just throwing things around. I think they have to make it, it looks like. I don't know, I'll double check in a second. Let me come down here and cloche.
And you could put create stuff over by the vegetable garden.
Oh, yep, that'll work. That area there. All right, yep. I'm going to request a cloche. Garden cloche, please. I would like one. He's got the glass coming. He needs an iron mechanical component thing. 2 treated wood planks. I can do that. Let's see. Treated. A couple of them. The iron mechanical components. I don't know if we've got... Oh, we've got one made. And then I just need a couple of iron sheets, I think, and a copper. I think that's the recipe. Should be. Yep. One of them. Let's put 2 of them, 2 of them. I think that's what he wanted. And the vacuum tube. Back. We've got a couple in there. 176 of them. Not sure if that's enough. He needs 1. 1, 1, 1. There it is. Have you 1? All right, so that should send that stuff to the mechanic to build. Getting rid of some of this junk in my inventory. Tome of weaponry. They can go in there. All right, what else do we have? So that'll get built. The saw blade. Saw blade requires a mechanic, and it requires a steel plate and a diamond. Diamond. We've got 11,500 diamonds. Not sure we have enough at the moment.
And there's a bunch more in the warehouse.
We're rich. Yay. Right, there is a steel plate. So let me request the saw blade. 1, please. And they actually have both of those ingredients, so I don't even need to deliver them. Don't know where they got the steel plate from, but they've got one. That's all that matters. They are delivering. So our mechanic is going to be a little busy once the people get there. Is the warehouse full now, or are they okay? Oh, no, they're okay.
They should be okay.
Let me just do the sort button anyway. They've got some materials. Yeah, they've got plenty of space at the moment. Put that down.
Yeah, I spent about 20 minutes yesterday just clearing it out.
Oh yeah, you got tons of space. If I need hoppers, I'm going to come to them because they've got like 17 in that chest alone. All right, so that's 2 more items on our quest list. So yeah, I guess it's time for some create stuff. The copper casings. Pretty sure. So that requires that to get the. What was the? Better go find out what the research requires because that's what I need to look at, not what the quest is. Okay. That modology. Create harvester. I don't know what else it unlocks. I'm guessing that's the last thing it unlocks. It's the only other.
I guess everything else would be already.
Oh no, we've got the copper casing. We can actually request the copper casing now. That's a thing that's already unlocked. So then we need the brass casing, which we've got unlocked, and we do need the harvester at the end, but we can actually request the 2. So a copper casing and a brass casing, we can request them right now. I shall do so.
So yeah, from what I can see, we can make everything. We just except for the
harvester will need the
harvester.
Okay, so let's type in casing. I want a copper one and I want a brass one. And they require 8 brass sheets to be delivered to the warehouse. And 8 copper sheets. It's not hard. Let's have a look if we've got brass. We do.
We got brass, or is it bronze that I made?
No, there's brass and there's a sheet recipe in the system. So they can have the 8 copper sheets.
Yeah, if you're alloying brass or bronze, you got to make sure to turn the faucets off on the smeltery.
Oh, there's 980 brass in the system. I think I'm okay.
Yeah, I think so.
It's good. All right, so that should be the materials that they require. It's being delivered. That's being delivered. So that our poor little. Oh no, that's going to the blacksmith. Those ones. The other ones are going to the mechanic. So we should have a cloche soon. We already have the saw blade. There we go. I'll put that back in the chest for you. So saw blade done. And I've got blue ice. Not that I know what to do with it. And then we're just waiting for the cloche and those 2 things, and then yeah, the mechanical harvest is what we require. So that was the rotational thingo. Rotation speed controller. We need 4 of them, which needs 4 brass casings. So I guess we may as well order another 3 brass casings. And I think it was 4. I'll double check. Run on over to the university. Hopefully by next episode we'll have a lot more, like these recipes or these researches will all be done. And we'll be able to work on getting the printed circuit boards, the advanced pressure tubes, and the 64 plastic sheets, which the plastic sheets we could almost do now. So 4 rotation speed controllers. So we'll need to set up create to make the circuits is what we need there. So I will need 3 more brass casings, please. Like 3. Keep them busy. They will need some more brass sheets. What did they deliver?
And yeah, don't worry about the wire down through Main Street. It's insulated.
Oh, I can see it's white. So, the cloche is in the chest here. So, it's one more thing. Brass. More of that. Actually, he's going to send us back all casings, so I probably don't need that second one. I don't need that. Leave it at the 1 because it'll deliver 4. So, and they're delivering them now, I believe. These guys are nice and efficient now. Here's the copper casing. There's the brass casing. Back in there now. Awesome. So we're powering through today. Let's get that one. That one. And cloche. So now we're back to just the turtle, the pneumaticraft line, the spell turret, the beekeeper pedestal upgrade, and the mana weaving altar, which that research is underway now. Beekeeping one, we need 4 blocks of gold to unlock the research. And then we're on to doing the create stuff. So don't hit terminals with hammers. They rotate. It's not smart. Yeah, so all we will need is those rotational speed controllers. So next episode we'll set up what we require for this. So the shafts and the brass casing is nothing exciting. That's easy to do. It's the integrated circuit that becomes a problem here. And we need to set up mechanical crafting. So we'll need 9 mechanical crafters and then these ingredients, and it will make us an integrated circuit. And this is the mechanical crafter. So we just need 3 crafts of this, which we'll need to make 3 electron tubes. We've got the brass casings, cogwheels, crafting tables, and then we need to set it up and power it. So we'll probably power with, I don't know, I'm assuming water wheels at this point, because I've already made a couple, so they should be in the system somewhere. So we'll set that up with some belts and some cogs and some bits and pieces and see if we can kick that off next time. But until then, time to wrap up. Thanks everyone for watching. Thank you, Chilled, for joining me again and your work here.
And everybody have a good evening.
Take it easy, everyone. Bye now.